Hi. So, I want to talk about something that really needs to be talked about. And as you know, you've probably seen my profile picture or some of the videos on the page where you see a dog. She was my dog, and unfortunately, there was a tumour, and I lost my girl 2 weeks ago. I had to take the decision. No, I'm not okay. I still miss her, but I wanted to do this video more to help other doggy parents than just me. So, my girl was a yellow ribbon dog. Now, what that means is my girl was attacked by little dogs, and some from her own breed that was a German Shepherd. My girl was then scared of other dogs. My girl became reactive, and what that means is she would bark uncontrollable and trying to pull a lead about other dogs. I did get her a behavioural trainer, we were working on it, we treats and everything, it was working, but for the rest of her life, she had to wear yellow. Now, the reason why I want to talk about it today is because I went for a walk yesterday on a beach and I saw 3 yellow ribbons. It could be a ribbon, it could be a bandana, it could be a vest, or a yellow lead that shows your dog as nervous. Now, you can also wear a yellow ribbon if you have just had an operation on your dog, or it's in training, or it's nervous with other dogs, nervous with other people, a rescue, all these things. I have a rescue as well. If I knew about the yellow ribbon dog scheme when I was younger, when he was younger, he would have worn a yellow ribbon too. My girl unfortunately had to move up to red because people were not listening. Mostly the dog owners, but this is why I think the yellow dog scheme ribbon is important. So if you type it up on your computer and have a look, it's called the yellow dog. Look at it and read it. My girl wore red for the rest of her life, but I still have her yellow bandanas from what I started. They're just simple. I got them printed up, then give me space, and on her lead she had a yellow ribbon on it. These are important. It means give the dog a space. Dogs have a bubble. Like us, we don't like, some people just don't like people close to us. I do have a bubble myself, but my dog also had a bubble herself that said that kept other dogs away from her. If you see a yellow ribbon, do not go to your dog, come on and walk straight past that dog. If you can give that dog a bit of space, please do. You are giving that dog, one, safety, your dog's safety, our dog's safety. We don't like it when our dogs react. We are trying to minimise that reaction. Behavioural trainers tell us to minimise that reaction and do treats. So my girl was taught, yes, treats. Every time she saw a dog, trigger, yes, treats. It did work for her. I had a few people that had shouted at me because my dog is reacting. Their dog had popped her bubble. Their dog had got too close to her bubble. I was shouting, grumpy dog. I was shouting, reactive dog. I have said dog does not like other dogs, put your dog on a lead. I have shouted, put your dog on a lead. I do not care if your Fluffy is friendly. My girl isn't. My girl is... I know my girl. You know your dogs. I know my dog. I know my dog cannot handle anybody in her bubble. She had like 3 other dog friends for the rest of her life that she wanted. No other dogs. That's fine by me. She had a bubble. Me trying to tell that dog owner that my dog has a bubble, that dog owner doesn't listen. And then shouted at me because my dog was reacting. 1, it's not our fault. 2, we can do training to minimise it. How she got attacked, I don't know what to talk about yet. Because that to me is a different story of what happened with her. if you listen to us and we say grumpy dog, put your dog on a leash. It's 2 minutes of going past that dog and a little bit down, then you can let your Fluffy off the lead again. We are trying to protect your dog, our dog, any dog. Okay? That's what we ask. Reactive dog owners are allowed out with their dogs. How do you think we train them around other dogs? We can't just book dog safe fields on our own to get them used to that environment, to get them used to other dogs. We have to go out on the streets and do the training streets around other dogs. 1, it helps minimise the risks. 2, if you just keep them away, they're not going to learn. Dogs learn by repetition. They learn by being able to go out in public and learn. What we are doing when we take our dogs onto the streets to learn is we are teaching them that your Fluffy will not harm her or will not harm him. We are teaching them that Fluffy can be safe from walking past. Because I was sat on top of a flop with my girl. I was giving her a carrot. She was safe. There was no other body around on this bench. I sat her down on this bench away from everybody else while she ate a carrot. This little dog come round and sniffed her bum. She went, what the heck am I doing? And reacting, the owners looked at me disgusted and I told them just to walk on with their dog. Then they looked at me like I shouldn't have gone out with my girl. Me in my head, you could see there was a dog there. You could have not let your dogs do that. She has had problems with little dogs from being younger. Always had problems with little dogs. Not her fault. Just that. So, if you see a dog with a yellow ribbon, with a yellow bandana, with a yellow vest, yellow lead, or a dog with a red bandana, red lead, red vest, walk around it. Move your dog away, walk around. Don't go and touch the dog. You don't know what that dog's thing is. Always talk to us. We know what we're doing with our dogs. You don't know that dog. We know our dogs. If you see a dog wearing a muzzle, it does not mean it's a bad dog. Don't go, oh, you're doing wrong for that dog. 1, we know what we're doing for our dogs. 2, a dog doesn't wear a muzzle just because it's naughty. It could be a poo scavenger. It could be like my girl who had to wear one for a month because she was eating blooming cigarettes. She was partial to it. It was making her ill. Me, I didn't want to pay a big vet bill. I could not do a big vet bill on top of the training I was already doing, which I was booking a behaviourist to help me, 1, with her reactivity, 2, with the fact that she was eating cigarette butts off the floor. So she wore a muzzle until she was learning to leave it on the floor. It took a while, but it did work. She only ate them every now and then after that. But yeah, sometimes muzzling is just because they eat random things on the floor and nobody wants a big vet bill. No. Muzzled dogs are not bad dogs. Muzzled dogs are also probably muzzled for their safety, your safety, or because they eat random stuff and have to pay vet bills. I will always be a supporter, since being a reactive dog mum, on the yellow dog scheme. I will give these dogs space. If I see these went out, yellow, red, I will give a dog space. I know what this means. Do not learn. I've always had friendly dogs. Always throughout my life I had friendly dogs. She was my first dog that ended up getting scared of things. About other dogs. I will never again make mistakes. I will never again go, my dog's friendly. What I wanted to tell people is, don't assume a reactive dog is on the street. Don't assume Because a dog is reactive, they doesn't need to be out there. Because how do you think we train them? This is me. I'm telling you about my dog. I will always talk about my dog. I will always miss her. I'm also talking to her behavioural training still. See if I can help out. And this is one of the ways I can do it and live out her legacy. Is also talk about yellow dogs. Also talk about how you can do in support. Thank you.